everybody. Melissa Simonson here, and I'm so excited to have the amazing, the one and only, the OG, Kevin King with me. Kevin, thanks for joining me.
I'm glad to be here, Melissa. How are you doing?
I'm doing so good. And guys, I have some fantastic news. Kevin is going to be joining us for the first day of the Empowering Women's Conference. So
Wait. I never said that.
What?
I never said that. What are you doing?
You just literally said it. Guys,
Yeah.
I think he's having a little fun at my expense here, and I'm going to need you on my side.
Yeah, I will be there. I'm excited about that. It's going to be, unfortunately, I can't make it for the full thing, but I'm going to be there the first night and then the whole first day, because, you're doing some good stuff over there. And I got to come check this out. Anything that Melissa's doing, I'm there because, I saw you produce, some of the stuff for your brother, the last Empower event is pretty good. I mean, not just pretty good, but like over the top excellent. And so I'm like, anything Melissa's doing, I'm there.
Oh my gosh, my heart is getting like 3 times bigger. I appreciate that so much.
It's always first class and very well organized. And I'm excited because you're doing a women's conference, in this space. It's not just for women. I mean, it's women speakers. So I think there's maybe a misconception out there that people are like, oh, this is women speakers and it's only for women. But no, guys, you can come and learn a lot from these women. There's some sharp women. I saw the lineup. Some of these people I don't even know. And I'm like looking forward to actually seeing them speak and learning something from them. But this space is so male dominant. I go to these events and it's like 90% men everywhere.
Yeah.
And I've even gotten flack myself in the past. Some of my events are like, where's the proportionate women speakers? It's a stage full of dudes, and there's some sharp women out there, and you've pulled together like a lot of the best of them. I mean, all in one place, and it's going to be cool. I'm super excited about it.
I'm so glad to hear that. What's crazy is that as I started to pull together this fantastic lineup of women speakers, I had so much more to choose from. I mean, I just want to say a quick thank you to all of the other awesome people who I spoke with about potentially speaking or who may come on to future years of this event, because I was just overwhelmed and inspired by the number of capable and strong and inspiring women that I was able to talk to about speaking. And it gives me so much confidence going forward that hopefully we can, really make this a much bigger, more visual thing to people so they can see how many women there are out there to learn from, to be inspired by, and to get motivated by.
Let me ask you, why did you decide to do a women's conference? Were you hearing some of the same things I've heard, where a lot of these events, there's one woman speaker and 10 guys or something? And what motivated you to do a conference where all the speakers are women?
Actually, it was kind of a lot of things. It was very clear from my very first few events that I went to that there were a lot more guys than there were girls, definitely on stage, but it just depends, honestly, one event to another, if there's, half and half women or if there's fewer women. But definitely on stage, I could see, I had a harder time identifying with some of the speakers as I was trying to really get into this space and learn from things. It was hard to identify with them. And that's really important to me, to connect with the person speaking. It helps me take in the information, and it helps me apply it to my life and how I could put their actions into my business or my life. And there wasn't a whole lot of that. And then also I saw there's a video about Steve who when he was speaking, I think it was at an ASM event, maybe SellerCon or something. But anyway, at this event, there was a woman that came after the speeches and stuff, and she asked a question, why are you all guys up there? What's wrong with us women? And the premise of the question may seem flawed, but I think that's how a lot of women feel. I think they feel like, what's wrong with us women? It's a doubt that we carry within ourselves that maybe we just can't cut it. And then that seems confirmed by seeing so many men on stage. And so then we have, most of this is happening subconsciously, but then it kind of brings itself out in our business and in our lives, this confirmed doubt. So in addition to that, I grew up in a very traditional area, and I didn't realize until I was in my late 20s that I could do anything, that I could be anything. And it took me a lot to give myself permission to achieve great things without feeling guilty about it. And I want to let the other women out there know it's okay. Other people feel like you, other people have doubts. And there are so many other women who have felt the same things and gone through the same things. And there they are on stage, and look at where they are now.
Yeah, there's a lot of really amazing women in this industry. I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of them, including some of your speakers, and they're super sharp
Yeah.
and they're super good at what they do. And I don't know why it is, especially it seems to be really in the Amazon space. It's just male dominated uh, as far as the events and the sellers. But if you look behind the scenes, there's a lot of women that are selling. I guess, like you said, maybe they don't feel empowered to come out, or they don't feel like they connect or something. And so it's great that you're doing this to give them that platform, that opportunity to come out. Because, you know, if you're a woman out there and you're watching this, or a guy, you know, and you've never been to an event, take advantage and come to any event. I mean, it doesn't matter what event it is, but this is a perfect opportunity. To come out and meet other people. They talk the same language as you. They're going to understand you. Unlike when you talk to maybe your spouse or your friends, they're like, "What the heck are you? What is this crazy thing you're doing? How are you making money? Who, you know, what kind of internet scheme is this, or whatever?" So it's great to be able to be around those people and the connections you make and the people you meet. It's not so much always what you learn on stage. I mean, that can be great, but it's also the connections you make that can further your business, or when you have a question or whatever. And when we go to these events, it's almost like a party, you know,
Yeah.
of friends that you see and you hang out with. And so, and I know you got some events lined up, so dinner for the VIPs and some other stuff, and the lunches and the breakfast. I think I saw that you're taking care of too, so people don't
Yeah.
have to wander off on their own. You can sit together and talk together. It's
Yeah.
going to be great. But like in the Amazon space, I don't know why it's so much men, but you go to like a traffic and conversion, or just at ClickFunnels, and there's definitely more women. And or I go to an internet marketing party, there's definitely a lot of women. And when I have a degree in business from Texas A&M, and when I was in school, there was a lot of women in the classes. But for whatever reason, this Amazon space seems to be a lot of guys, and I think you might have hit on something there, where a lot of them just don't feel comfortable, or don't feel like they relate, or don't feel empowered enough to come out. So that's why an empowering events like this for women is a great opportunity, I think. And I'm super excited to be there and see it. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm so excited too, and I'm just so pleased that you were free and able to come to the event as well, Kevin. So thank you so much for coming and supporting us, and thank you so much for coming on here today to tell everyone about it.
Sure, no problem. And I hope to see you there. If you already got a ticket, awesome. If you don't, you got a few left, right?
Yes,
Eh,
yeah. So we're almost out of VIP, so those are almost done. But we do have some GA tickets still left. This is actually going to be bigger than we anticipated, so that's very exciting. As we get close to the event, I think people are starting to realize, oh, I gotta decide if I'm going or not. And so we've had a lot of late sales coming in. So, but we do have GA tickets available. So
So
please,
it's in Manhattan Beach in which is the Los Angeles area, right? And what are the
yes,
day? February, was it 20th?
20th and
And
21st.
okay, cool, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, that's right, guys. If you haven't got your tickets yet, you can go to empowery.org/women's conference. And if you have any questions about it, you're not quite sure, but you want to talk to a human, you can go to empowery.com/contact. And the first one of us that sees that will answer that right away. And again, we are so excited about this event. Kevin is right. We're going to do this VIP all the way. It's going to be pretty amazing. The venue is pretty spectacular. The view, the VIP dinners, they're both going to be hosted by celebrity chefs. It's going to be pretty spectacular. And we're also, I don't know, Kevin, if you're able to get in early enough, but there's a spa manicure, pedicure situation. So you're
Yeah, I
welcome to
saw
join.
that. I was like, you know what? I'm one of those guys that I get massages every week, and I get my nails done. I do pedicures and manicures at least every month. My wife would like me to do it more, so unfortunately, I have something on that day before
Yeah.
during the day. I can't do that, but I would have been there in a heartbeat if the
I
schedule
love
would have
that so
allowed it.
much.
I'm usually like I'm in the nail salon. I'm like the only guy in there, you know, and but there's nothing wrong with that. So gotta take care of yourself.
That's right. That's so right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. Thanks, guys. We hope to see you there. And again, empowery.org/women's conference to get your tickets. See you guys.
See ya.
Guess quit.